He's going all.
Wow. That's a true Sedin goal.
Yes,
That's it.
Tic-tac-toe, baby. Suck it, Phaneuf. Woo!
As soon as I hear your name, the first thing that comes to mind, I hope you're okay with this, Suck It Phaneuf.
If you're a Maple Leaf fan or a Senators fan, Senator fans loved it. Maple Leaf fans did not, and it just came out right.
Amazing. It was amazing, and I liked Dion.
It just came out right, and then we were playing Toronto probably a week later in regular season, and Dion was playing a little ornery, right? And I'm like, what's wrong with you, Phaneuf? I'm like, oh, you mad I made fun of you on national TV? And then he goes, how was your first All-Star game there, kid? I was like, okay, good one. You got
Dion does have a big mouth. There's no doubt about that. He's not scared to yap.
What's your best on ice memory? 1,250 games. What's your favorite story? Best memory?
Probably the game 7 comeback against Boston when we were down 0-3 against them. We were playing good. We were still losing games, and you win one game, you're down 3-1, down 3-2, 3-3, and we get into game 7 in Boston, which is one of the coolest arenas as well. And bang, 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 we're down 3-0 8 minutes into that game, and we're like, man, we just we're on the cusp of history, and then came JVR, got one end of the first. I scored in the second period. Danny B scored in the second period, and then Simon Gagne finished it off, and it was kind of, that was we won our Stanley Cup. And then you looked at the scoreboard in the arena, and Pittsburgh and Montreal had a game 7 that night too. And I'm like, holy crap, Montreal's beaten Pittsburgh. We always had trouble against Sidney Crosby and Malkin and those guys. They'd light us up big time. And we're like, Montreal won. We're going to the finals, boys, right? And then we end up winning in 5 and playing Chicago. And then we all know, Kaner got the OT winner there in game 6. But that whole run, that was magical. My family was at a lot of games. I just got divorced, so I felt like I was a free man under the old reign that was dominating me. So
got out of the old regime.
Exactly. And I just was, having a good time off the ice, really good time off the ice, and playing some of my best hockey there in the playoffs too. So that was awesome.
It's funny because, typically history remembers the winners, right? And so that Kane, Taves, and obviously the coming out party for the Hawks in that period. But man, I think a lot of people forget, Scotty, just how freaking good that Flyers group was that went to the final. Like you talk about, you had a magical comeback. Not a lot of teams in the history of hockey have come back from down 0-3 and then to come back and win in 7 games and to do it against Boston. But Pronger, Briere, Carter, Richards in their absolute prime, Claude Giroux coming out party for him. If all your goalies aren't hurt, man, maybe it's a different story, but man, how good was Chris Pronger with you guys still at that period too?
Yeah,
right?
we called him the Beast just because he just, his long reach, and he could do everything. He got away with more on the ice from the referees than anyone else I think that I've ever seen play the hockey game. He would slash me when he's in St. Louis, just hacking me behind the legs in front of the net on the power play. I'm going down, no calls, right? Nowadays, you touch some guy on the shin pad, you got a match penalty and you're suspended for 5 games. So it's a little bit different. He was awesome. Chemo teaming in, Simon Gagne. Yeah. We had Ville Leno had an unbelievable playoffs with me and Danny B. So it was a special group. You look back and you look at their lineup, it's they had some really good young players as well. Patrick Sharp had a good playoffs, a good run there. It was man, how did we not win that? So it's one of those things you look at the end of your career, and you think you're going to get back to next year, and you think you're going to it's so easy to get there because it seemed easy, right, with the win against Montreal in the Eastern Conference Finals, but it's a grind. It's the 82 games, the playoffs, everything. You have to really run into some luck, but also have a really, really good team.
It's a heck of a team off the ice too, huh? That's a pretty good lineup off the ice.
There was.
I heard a lot about the off ice.
Carcillo, me, Richards, Carter. It was funny because it was basically Richards and Carter and Carcillo, those guys were in the papers about partying and going out. And
that was the whole Dry Island, right, Scotty?
Yeah,
Like, the
yeah.
whole
There
story
was a
about
few guys
Dry
that didn't. A few guys that didn't go on that island. It was me, Chemo, Richards, and Carter. And you can't force someone to do something you don't want to do, right? And a couple weeks into that dry island, we're at a club called Recess, like after hours, and we're looking at some of the guys that were on dry island. We're like, whoa, I'm telling on you tomorrow when we go to the rink, you dirty dog. And so sure enough, someone let the cat out of the bag, and so we all had to fess up to it in front of everyone, or the guys that were on the island had to put their hands up, like you get sent to the principal's office. So it was Laviolette did it. I think more to kind of just, I don't know, he just got into our team, right? We just fired John Stevens, so he's trying to get the guys to come together. And I think some guys did it, some guys didn't, some guys cheated on it, but it was more of a fun thing than kind of trying to lay the smack down. But yeah, we definitely, to go back to the off ice activities, those guys always maybe got the bad rap where I'm just sliding in there, just got divorced, I'm going out with these guys just as much as they're going out, and my name wasn't mentioned once in the papers.
Perfect.
That's the way to go.
Harts, last time I saw you, obviously we went on that golf trip. You, me, Jake Voracek, and Dorsett joined us.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really, you guys, I haven't told you guys about it, but Harts paid for everything. I didn't really know exactly what was going on. Like, I knew we were going. It was Jake's 1,000th game, but Harts, maybe just tell the story about how that came about, because I thought that was incredibly nice to include me. Incredibly cool that you did that. Maybe just talk about how that came about with Voracek doing it for you, and touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, so to rewind, a few years back, Hemo Tiemann, my best bud, he, I played with him in Nashville. We got traded to Philadelphia together. So I played, I think, in almost every game with him, right? And he got his 1,000th game. So I wrote him up a nice card or whatever. And I said, I'm going to get you an all expenses paid trip to Dublin or Ireland. And you pick a friend, I'll pick a friend, and let's go golf for, 6-7 days, something like that. And so we did that. And then I parlayed that into my bachelor party to my second wife. So we went to Iceland for like 3-4 days. So we were gone for a couple weeks, and liver wasn't the same after that trip. But and then so Jakey, I love playing with Jakey, as you know, Kami, one of the best teammates, one of the best human beings, like salt of the earth guy, and he's not afraid to throw around some cash. So he got me a trip for my 1,000th game to go to Paris, France. Not as couples, but to go watch the French Open. And it was awesome. We saw the weekend, the finals weekend of the women's final, men's final. It was to go there, and I'm a big tennis guy now, so that was pretty sweet. So for Jakey's 1,000th game, I was like, well, let's go on a little golf trip. I'll pick you up in a PJ. So me and Kami and Jakey, and then Dorsett kind of jumped on the back end. We were supposed to go to Bruce Springsteen in Columbus, but he got COVID, so we kind of scratched. Well, we didn't do anything that day, and then we PJs down to Charleston, South Carolina. Nice hotel, nice dinners. I told everyone to keep their wallets in their pockets. A couple late nights, and played the ocean course a couple times, and just had a real. I thought it was a great trip, and then we PJ'd back to Philly here, and then brought some of Jake's old teammates over to my house here, and had a bunch of beers as well, and just a great time, lots of great memories. And I think Jakey still owes me some money from that trip. Actually, thanks for reminding me.